Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekah Kadash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now, you're looking at these developments that's going on with this political scene, and you have these people pushing their voting system and their elections, the election year, and a lot of this information is coming out. And some of the main points that stick out is that this U.S. government and these cabinets, the Republican cabinet or Republican senators and the Democratic senators, majority of these people are Amalek, the small hats. And then it's coming out that the government records and officials already know that the Israelites are the descendants of the slaves that's maintaining the country that they feeding off of, like some parasites. See, because when you go into the scriptures, these kingdoms that was erected would be parasites to the Israelites. They would be feeding off the Israelites, and this was a part of the punishment of the Israelites. That your enemy, let's go ahead and get that real quick. I ain't got to break it down too much. The scripture's gonna break it down. What was gonna be one of the major punishments to the Israelites? It's Deuteronomy. Now, when you go to verse 15 to set the foundation of what you're reading, it says, "But it shall come to pass that if you will not listen unto the voice of the Lord your God to observe and do all His commandments." So this was the foundation. If you was being disobedient, you're going to get a punishment. And He called the punishment curses. So you go to 44, it says, let's start with 43. It says, "The stranger that is within you shall get up above you very high." So all the strangers would be over the Israelites. You see, and what would the strangers be doing? Look at 44. It says, "He shall lend to you, and you shall not lend to him. He shall be the head, and you shall be the tail." So the lending part is the key. That these people, they're lending, so-called lending off of the Israelites, and lending to the Israelites, Salakia, and they're pretty much using that situation to prosper. And the perfect example of it was sharecropping. See, they went from hard bondage to we taking everything and your labor, we taking everything. But then they went to sharecropping, where they had the people working for them, thinking that they was working for themselves, but they were just putting the people in deeper debt and making them a debt slave. So this is how pretty much they play the games with the Israelites. Then when you go into Babylon, because it's really talking about and focusing on America, because this is what the whole situation is. The U.S. government know who the Israelites are. They know the descendants of slaves are Israelites. They came from the west coast of Africa. They got all the records showing how who the people was. They got books by the people that was having their slaves and telling you where they was coming from. saying the tribe of Judah was going, they was getting slaves from the tribe of Judah and taking them to New Orleans. But here in Revelations 18, it talks about the merchandise of this great city, Babylon the Great, which they call America. Verse 11, it says, "And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buys the merchandise anymore." So what was the merchandise? What was this great city getting rich off of? See, what is America getting rich off of? They getting rich off the merchandise. See, they're not getting rich off of robbing people through war. See, they getting rich off the merchandise that they selling on an everyday basis. Now, real quick, let's get the foundation. It says, verse 3, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchandise of the earth," the merchants, Salakia, "the merchants of the earth are waxing rich through the abundance of her delicacies." And so, what's the delicacy? See, they eating the food of the children of Israel. They eating the labor. And so they pretty much eating the children of Israel. And that's the main delicacy that is being used. But let the scriptures speak. Verse 13 tells you what's the main merchandise. It say cinnamons, odors, ornaments, frankincense, wine, oil, fine flour, wheat, beast, sheep, horse, chariot. Talking about the car situation. We know the car industry is a major industry. And then the slaves and souls of men. This is where they getting all of their riches and wealth from. Using slaves. See, they working these people for minimum wage, just so giving the people just enough to pay the bills or to pay another slave master. See, to pay another business owner, another so-called entrepreneur, another nation. See, pay the hotel people with some Indians of the Arab. Pay the apartment complexes, the Indians of the Arab, or Esau Edom, who is the so-called white man. This is how they waxing rich. Let's get in Ezekiel. Salakia. Ezekiel is it 17. It says verse 3 to get right to the point. Now this is a parable to the house of Israel. It say, "And say, thus saith the Lord God, a great eagle with great wings, long-winged, full of feathers, which had diverse colors, came unto Lebanon and took the highest branch off the cedar." So this talking about the nation of Israel. That's who Lebanon is. Because this is a parable now. And it says he cropped off the top of the young tweeds. The young tweeds are the Israelites. And you go into, let's go, I got the picture of it, Salakia. What's the young tweeds? See, they was taking children and they were taking 18-year-old men. And I just, Salakia. See if I got it on this phone. Nope, it's on my other phone. But I had a picture of the slave ship, and the slave ship had a bunch of kids on it. See, bunch of young tweeds, and the men would be in around the 18. They're not getting a bunch of old people, man. But anyhow, it says, "And carried it into a land of traffic. He set it in a city of merchants." See, this is all what Babylon the Great is, man. A city of a bunch of merchants. When you go into a town, you roll through the city, you finna start seeing a bunch of stores. It ain't just you go to this next city, it's a bunch of houses. And even if it was, the housing market and the real estate market is the foundation of the whole situation. See, now it says, where is it? It says the land of traffic. This is why you got trafficking and all kind of trafficking dealing with America. Human trafficking, drug trafficking, children pedophile trafficking. See, this is what Babylon the Great is all about. And this is how these people is getting rich. Okay, when you go into Zechariah 11:5, it said, who possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. So this is what's going on with the nation of Israel. They're in the land of their captivity, and the government and the people know who they are. You see, and they not gonna tell them, because look at him. Let's what the Hosea 4:6. Well, let's get verse 1. It said, hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, the United States of America, because there is no truth. See, the guy, Casey, was it Casey Williams? Yeah, I'm thinking Casey Williams. He was the CIA director. He said they done got the program so good, or they trying to get the program to where everything that American people know is a lie. That's how they want it to be. And when they get it to that point, now they know their program is working. It say no mercy, no knowledge of God in the land. See, they churches is a bunch of lies, man. They churches is talking about that God loved everybody when he chose one nation. God is for every nation, but he chose one nation. He said he was for one nation. You see, that's like he said I got a royal family. God dealing with royal families, but they said no, he not dealing with royal families. He picking anybody that he want to pick. I mean, he picking anybody from all nations, or he picking let's be specific. He picking 2 people out of every nation. See, that's a lie. He say he picking one nation. He picking 2 people out of one nation. He not picking 2 people out of every nation. But this is what they churches push. Oh, he choosing people out of any nation, and that's a lie. But this is why this is what the U.S. government know, and they know we ain't finna tell them the truth, because if we tell them a lie, this is what's gonna happen. Verse 6, it say, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. We're gonna destroy they behind. If we get them a false knowledge, see, we gonna destroy them, because you have rejected knowledge and our people reject it. See, when we tell them, oh, the government lying to you, man, y'all are cold and y'all hating and all this kind of stuff. I will also reject you, that you shall be no priest to me, seeing that you have forgotten the law of your God. I will also forget your children. And see, these people rather go with their slave master and believe a lie than to protect their children and to go with the scriptures and their own peoples of their own nations, because they hate themselves and they hate their own people. You see, and the U.S. government got certified evidence where they know who the children of Israel is, and all of the wise men who they call the Illuminati, the Freemasons, the people that know all of this information, they keep it a secret so nobody can know. And let's get they always talking about, oh, y'all talking about a conspiracy. No, it ain't. We ain't talking about no conspiracy. It is a darn conspiracy. The scriptures tell you it was going to be a conspiracy against the Israelites. This is Psalms 83:3. It say, they have taken crafty counsel against your people. See? They have consulted against your hidden ones. See, a conspiracy is something that somebody hide. You hiding something. See? You is hiding something, and you got a secret conspiracy going on. And this is what it is. Verse 4 says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consorted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. See, all these other nations that who are not Israelites, they are confederate against the Israelites. And so they got the UN building, which the headquarters is in Babylon the Great America, which Babylon the Great America started this so-called UN crap, because in 1944 they told all the nations to get them they gold, because they'll guarantee they'll guarantee whatever situation they dealing with. And so America always been that nation that's been bringing all these nations together, man, since World War II and even before then. But they know that the children of Israel is a descendants of slaves. William Penn told them that these natives over here was dark complexion and they were speaking Hebrew. Their language was almost identical to the Hebrew. So these people knew who was who. They knew the natives was Israelites, and they knew the descendants of slaves was coming from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. See, they knew who these peoples was, man. And they'll tell you something. It was a bunch of, they just went to any random place. When you look at the map, it shows you that the map was on the west coast of Africa. It had a slave coast. They wasn't just going to any landmass and grabbing people. It was on the slave coast. And so these people telling them major lies, man. And these Negroes will believe it because they in love and trust their slave master. They won't even entertain the truth. See, like you say, the wisdom is too high for a fool. See, it's too high for a fool to even get into. See, to even try to reach for. So he's not even reaching for it. He's not even gonna try to dunk the goal like a basketball. He's not gonna try to dunk the goal because he knows it's too high. Say, I ain't but 5'5", man. I can't dunk that goal. I ain't even finna try to dunk it. See, because it's just too high for him. But they been knew about this situation, and that's why they gonna come down with great wrath. Let's get that real quick, because they know the truth is coming out. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he know that he have but a short time. They know that their time is up because the truth is coming out. Look at 2nd Ezra 6. 2nd Ezra 6 and Psalm 27, and say, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. See, when it's being declared, this is when it's gonna be a wrap. Because look at verse 25. It says, whosoever remain from all these that I have told you shall escape and see my salvation in the end of your world. So in the end, they're gonna be seeing the truth coming out. And verse 20 say, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall all see together. See, they shall all see the truth together. And this is what's going to wake them up. But I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Love on to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, descendants of slaves scattered around the globe on slave ships and through many captivities. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.